Chief characteristic of Sultan Muhammad Al-Fatih is already appear, even though during the time he's only a baby. So the topic that I want to talk today is about this man, Sultan Muhammad Al-Fatih, the conqueror of the Constantinople. Before I go deeper in the strategy that he used in order to overcome the most dominant and the most powerful kingdom during the era, which is the Constantinople city, let me tell you briefly about who is he actually. His real name is Muhammad bin Murad bin Jaidi. So the Al-Fatih in the back of his name, Al-Fatih is actually an Arabic word that means the ones that open. The title been given to him due to his astonishing accomplishment in doing something that seems impossible to be done by the previous leadership of Islam during that time. So first, why Constantinople? Our Prophet Nabi Muhammad SAW in his hadith has stated that one day the Constantinople city will be ruled by the Muslim, where the leadership during that time is the best among them, and the army is the best among them, and the citizen was the best among them. So during that time, there are tremendous of effort that be done in order to conquer this Constantinople city. But every effort has led to disappointment and failure. It actually takes exactly 800 years to finally fulfill the prophecy. But whatever that is stated by Nabi Muhammad SAW is real and it will be coming true. So why on earth is the Constantinople city, not any other places? Napoleon Bonaparte is a very famous commander of France. State that if Earth is a country, Constantinople city will be its continent. It stated that the Constantinople city is very strategic in terms of its geographic location, where it's suitable in doing some trading, some international relationship. So whoever that ever control those places will rule the power in that kind of era. So the main thing that I want to highlight in my presentation is the strategy that Sultan Muhammad Al-Fatih used in order to penetrate the city. Let me explain first about the geographic location of the Constantinople city. Constantinople city is surrounded by the Golden Horn Bay, Marmara Sea, and Coastal Strait. So there are three sides that covering the Constantinople city. And the invasion started in 19 April of 1453 Masihi. So this is the Constantinople city. The main reason why all the previous Islamic leaders are not able to penetrate and rule this city is because the city has been covered by a very gigantic change in this area, and it's so hard for them to penetrate. So one thing that Sultan Muhammad Fatih did is he come up with such a brilliant idea until this strategy has made his name even far much greater than the Alexander the Great, where he directed all of his army, where he brings about 400 ships and about 200,000 army. He directed all his army to manually push all the ships through the land. He made the land into a sea. He sailed all his ships into the land and he threw the land so he can pass through the gigantic change that never been passed before. Due to his amazing strategy, the Constantinople city that seems so impossible to break finally been reached by hundreds and hundreds of Islamic ships. And during that time, the Constantinople city been led by the Byzantine. So they are really shocked. Another strategy that used by Sultan Muhammad Al-Fatih that allows him to penetrate and conquer the city because of the invention of the weapon during that time. During that time, Sultan Muhammad Al-Fatih has found one man that called Urban. His name is Urban. Urban has been given by Allah Subhanahu Wa Taala knowledge in creating this weapon. There are no such thing as a weapon like this during that time. So he created something that's so big and so massive. Until that time, according to Dr. Daniel, the smallest bullet of cannon is about 200 kilograms. So you just imagine how the weight of the biggest cannon during that time. So through this cannon, they are able to attack with all forces to the wall of the city of Constantinople. And finally, in the 29th May of 153 Masihi, Sultan Muhammad Al-Fatih finally able to rule this country, and he can be considered as one of the most important person in expanding the religion of Islam throughout the world. I think that's all for me, and thank you.